And those people who cannot do it, those who are afraid, for them we keep their hands here, so that they are more confident and the head goes down. For stiff people, you have to teach like that. So keep their hands a little forward, and then they can bend very well. And then what we tell them is, with the help of the palms, they have to learn to stretch the inner thigh muscles towards the groins. So the inner thigh muscle should raise the groin higher and higher, outer groin, outer groin. Now see, there's a movement here. Hold pose. Again, do what you are doing. Can you see? It's dead. Now from the inner thigh muscles, lift the groins. Now see, the movement comes very, very well.
Can you tell us something about the distance between the feet in relation to the length of the spine?
The spine is almost the same. Now you do the pose, then I'll correct it. Now what's your problem in the action? Because it's practical, it's not theoretical.
Well, if I go very wide, I feel I'm not extending the spine enough. If I bring in, I feel I'm getting more
extension. Correct, I will tell you that. Because your body is taut. Those who are stiff, they cannot take the head down if the legs are very near. So in order to make them, we say go out. Then you place your head down. Then get what you call confidence. Then without lifting the head, move both the legs nearer and nearer to each other. How much I can take without lifting my head. Now you understand the pose?
Yes, so according to the maturity of the people.
Maturity of the muscles, the distance comes nearer. So in the beginning, we have to give the distance more. Now for example, now there should be a rhythm also. Suppose I am doing, I want to do, I can go down, then I keep my head. So the rhythm is gone in my leg. So I have to adjust that. So follow now. Without disturbing the other part, I have to take the legs here. Can you see now? So the rhythm of the leg extension has to be maintained. Otherwise it becomes Uttanasana. Follow?
Yeah.
Any other points?
Following on from Diana, what happens if you have a student who has very short legs and a long spine? Their legs are so close.
Spine can never be long. If they cannot do it, if their legs are short, their trunk are long. So then what we do, we keep their pillow so that they may not go down more. Then they learn the art of stitching the leg. Suppose I keep a bolster or a brick in between, then I move, then naturally the head cannot go, so I have to spread my legs. So the extension of the legs come. So they develop their leg muscles.
Yes.
Understood?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Take a deep inhalation. Then along with your exhalation, jump about 4 feet up. Now keep your feet as firm as Tadasana. Inner leg ascending, outer leg pressing the outer heel down. Inner heel helping the inner legs to come up. Take the left foot heel, locking the kneecap of the left. Turn the right foot out. Then when you turn the right foot out, see that this inner leg of the inner side of the foot is parallel to the inner groin of the right leg. Open your left leg upwards towards the ceiling. Extending the arm, exhale, take the hands down. Right arm down, normal breathing. Then try to bring the spine to touch your sternum without disturbing the body. Back body, nearer the front body. Stretch your right leg, grip them firmly, each and every part of your right leg. Do Tadasana on your left leg. Perfect Tadasana on your left leg. Then 1 foot forward, rest your palms on the floor, cup shape. Then extending the big toe of the right, come up. The right toe skin at the bottom goes back, so you have to lift up, extend, rest it on the floor, then stretch your body. And from the middle of the knee of the right to the buttock bone, give a single stretch and open the pelvic ring towards right pelvic ring towards the left. Then place the palm on the floor, right palm, extending the left leg. Feel the bank of your right leg. The intelligence should feel. Go back to Trikonasana. Inhale, come up. Now take the right foot in, extending the bottom of the right foot. Take the left foot out, turning the left groin also 90 degrees. Now with an exhalation, lifting the inner groin of the right, take the left hand down. I'm adding new points every now and then which you have to remember. It should be added on both the sides. Now stamping the heel of the left, extend the middle thigh muscle of the left towards the right leg. See that you extend more and more the back portion of the left leg from the knee to the buttock. Press your palm. Then bend your knee, come 1 foot forward. Then extending the bottom, the edge of the big toe. Press, come up. Then after lifting, take the buttock bone slightly back in line to the left heel. Then extend. You have to move the leg backwards. Place the palm on the floor. Extend the left leg from the heel to the buttock bone, gripping the right without oscillating the right leg. Turn the chest. Go back to Trikonasana. Do perfect Tadasana on your right leg and extend the left leg so that the intelligence is nearer the back bank of your leg. Inhale, come up. Take the foot in. Exhale, flip to your left. Do perfect Tadasana. Inner leg from the knee ascending up. Inner calf muscle extending downwards. Then relax. So when we do Tadasana, this is the arch of the foot. And this is one end of the arch, this is the other end of the arch. When we place, we have to measure the diameter of this and the diameter of this, and these two parts should be kept in such a way on the floor that the weight is not shifted there nor shifted here. Then the whole plate is served and the heel will rest when these two positions are placed accurately in Tadasana. Most important is here, this arch. Many of us have a slight arch here on the big toe too. As we have got an arch here, we have got an arch on the big toe. So there when we stand, the skin goes back, retorts towards the arch. So you have to open the ball point and then you have to stretch that very well. Then you know that you are stable on the feet. Ardha Chandrasana. I am showing you once again so that you know exactly how each and every part of the body is extended. Now, if you observe here in Trikonasana, the shin bone should be stretched backwards with the help of the shin muscles. Then there is a tremendous stretch here. You have to observe this ankle. When I am going into the pose, what happens? Now this is forward. When I lift, they go backwards. Now, we do not, when we balance, we do not touch this point and this point. So you have to press this, you have to press this, so that there is a tremendous stretch here. Then the outer ankle gets compressed and the inner leg is extended. You can see the extension here. Then the grip is here. In this leg, the grip will be here. Now, when I am stretching here, if I stretch my knee, I have to stretch the elbow. If I stretch the ankle, I have to grip the wrist. So there is a understanding, the communication between this and this, between this and this, between this or this. Then all the three are moving, keeping room here so that they may not crumble at all. Then I stretch. When I stretch, I think of this line, so that there is a straight line from here to the groin to open my chest. Then this muscle is gripped and arms are lifted. Did you all understand? Now, when we do the pose, when we go like this. And that's how the wrong pose comes, because there is a fear complex. So on account of that fear complex, we move the skin. This is a wrong pose. So what I do with my hand, I lift it and I stretch the arch. See, I'm extending the skin to get the pose. So if I go down like this, can you see the whole thing gets distorted? So you have to open it, you have to stand in the middle of the arch there in order to turn. That's the pivoting point for the pose. If there is no pivoting point here, you shake. So suppose you are completely stabilized by pivoting to the ground, then you can open the pelvic ring, you can open the thighs, you can see. Understood? Now in the Ardha Chandrasana, I show you how the back muscles also works. Now when we are doing, some of us do like this. Can you see this buttock, this buttock? We stretch the hands, we don't know which side we are. Now you can see the distortion of my buttock. Now how I correct it. That is known as bringing that to the conscious level. Whereas somebody may go this way, somebody may go this way, and you may stand. So from here, you have to feel the lift, accurate lift and accurate contraction of the flesh. Then, when we do the pose, from the back, for Ardha Chandrasana, this side of the back is very important. So when we do the pose, whether it is Trikonasana or Ardha Chandrasana, we just go down. Whereas if you observe this point, the extreme plank of the top chest, torso and the bottom plank, they are not parallel. Now from this finger, middle thumb, I push back and open my skin, you can see. Did you see the movement there?
Yes.
Then that is the trick you have to get in Ardha Chandrasana. So you have to start from Trikonasana so that the Ardha Chandrasana is built up from Trikonasana alone by moving this lower torso plank towards the front body. So when I'm moving that, see this also opens. One is coordinating together. Suppose I close this, I can't move. So as this is moving in, this moves out. Then I come forward. I place my finger. I stamp this area. I observe all these things. Then I take the pressure on the toe to get the balance, tip of the toe. Then I push back so that the weight is taken off. Then I turn here. When I turn here, see the opening here too. Then I observe how I cut the buttock in. Watch carefully. Do you observe the movement there? That's how you have to work on and on. Spread your legs apart, 4 feet apart. Take the left down, left foot in. Now go to Trikonasana. And from Trikonasana, go to Ardha Chandrasana so that I can correct you in the final pose. Now when you are doing this pose, see you are dull here, you are active here. So this shoulder blade should be moving here with extending the frontal arm straight vertically up. And the right arm and the right leg should act as a anchoring position. Now you have to turn back. Little more. Pressing the big toe, see the arch of the big toe open and grip it. Stand the inner edge of the foot to extend the leg straight. Now from this is the tailbone. So this has to move down and then the inner portion of the body should come out. Again the shoulder blade. You are good. But again say, take that down. Now extend in your mind. See both of you. The moment I touch my finger, you are posing pose. Stretch. That way. Understood now?
Yes.
Now slowly go back to Trikonasana. Inhale, come up. Slowly inhale, come up. Take the foot in. Exhale, foot together. Now you put it down. Take a deep inhalation, 4 feet apart. Take the right foot out. Now right foot in, left out. Now with an exhalation, take the left arm down. And when you are taking the left arm, from here you have to go on extended. so that there is a tremendous Tadasana in the arm too. As there is Tadasana in the leg, there is a Tadasana in the arm of the lower side. Now with an exhalation, 1 foot forward. Now with an exhalation, normal breathing there, then grip your tip of the fingers on the floor, big toe, then with an exhalation come up. Then after coming up, you have to press your finger, you have to extend from here straight up. Then without disturbing, I'm just touching so that you are too much on the back leg, so bring and come into my little toe more and more. Touch my little toe more and more like this, and then turn your chest more. Lift up here from the behind the buttock, and then stay there. You are very good, but this is going too much. So this kneecap should turn up, the big toe should turn down, this up. Then you have to open here. If a line is drawn, try to get a line here. Good. Here. From here to open. Stretch up like Tadasana here. Can you balance now without losing the pose? And stand indirect at the heel, then you get the action. You have to, this muscle should come forward, little forward, little forward, little more, little more, little more, and then extend your arm in Tadasana. You got the pose. You now understand how to do it? Now go back to Konasana. No, go back to Konasana. Inhale, come up. Take your foot in, exhale, foot together. Now you can see yourself. You can show them. Yes, except fever, whether it is functional disorder or organic disorder, yoga plays a tremendous role. I have patients who have to be operated, but they never underwent operation. Those medical people who said that these people cannot get back health, they got back health. We run 2 classes, medical classes in Pune, where we have about 50 to 60 patients on each class. Here in yoga, there are wetting and drying system. You can block an organ and supply the blood to the needed organ. If you want an exercise for the liver, how to exercise the liver, the contraction, the expansion, the lateral movement of the liver, or the spleen, or the pancreas. We have postures which can play a very good role by blocking the other system and wetting that area so that that organ bathes in blood. And there are certain poses where we can allow the blood to withdraw from that organ and take to the other area. The beauty of yoga is that each cell in our system, when they are born, it should not be born as a stillborn cell, but as a lively cell, so that it can supply the energy and have a natural death. So yoga being oxidizes the system tremendously. Many of the postures are resting postures. As such, it can be done at the time of convalescence, or it can be done at the time of illness. If you are made to lie on the bed for 10 days or 12 days, we say you lie down on the bed, lie down in this position, so that the kidney gets a sufficient supply of blood, or the heart getting sufficient supply of blood, so that the organ is made to become healthy even in that position. We just say, instead of lying down, lie this way. So that is how yoga is done, because yoga are postures. They are poses. So being posing, you instead of posing sleeping in a sleeping position, we say position this way and you get the benefit. That's why it can be easily taken and can be practiced by anyone without any fear, provided we know what to do according to the conditions of the individual's health or individual's disease. I have treated for nephritis, children suffering nephritis. So we supply the blood to the kidneys by blocking supply to the various areas, because when we do the certain poses like bridges, the blood do not supply to various areas. It's all accumulated in the blood, in the kidney, which makes the kidney to activize. It's also extension of the liver, rotation of the liver, where the blood is drawn to that area. Like that, each organic, yoga is not a physical exercise, yoga is a physiological exercise where organically they work more. And that's why it's very good to take even at the time of convulsions. I have seen that even if the doctors have to operate, they send me. So I train them for about 2-3 months, and the patient after the operation recovers within 10 days. That means the area which has to be operated, by teaching certain poses, we take off the stress on that area. As the stress is taken, naturally the operation will be successful. The doctors say I was successful. So that is the beauty of yoga. Only one should know exactly what to give, how much to give, when not to give. Stand well, outer ankles in, inner ankles up, inner legs ascending, outer leg compressing in Tadasana. Extend your big toes towards the tip. Don't take towards the foot side. Take a deep inhalation, exhale about foot apart. Take the, stamping the foot firmly, and take the left foot in with firm grip of the kneecap. Then turn the right foot apart. Now with an exhalation, you have to bring the opposite arm towards your right hand. Exhale, turn. Now bend your knee, place your palm forward, then with an exhalation lift the left leg up and extend the arm, left arm, along with your right leg and revolve the spine. Keep the lifted leg firmly and then turn the chest. Go back to Trikonasana. Inhale, come up. Take the right foot in, gripping the right kneecap. Turn the left foot out with the groins. Now with an exhalation, revolve the spine and bring the right arm over the left foot. Turn your spine. Now bend your knee, left, one foot away, right, with an exhalation, come, right arm. Then turn the spine, extending the lifted leg. Normally, go back to Trikonasana, Trikonasana. Inhale, come up. Take the foot in, exhale, feet together. Now, you saw, though I took with the technique, you could not see the front portion of my body. As such, I turn. You stand as you are. Once again, you can repeat along with me so that you can see my body and you can stretch. Take a deep inhalation, jump about forward. Take the right foot out, left foot in. Now with an exhalation, ascending the spine. Now with an exhalation, revolve the body. Place the left arm outside the right foot. Turn your spine. Then bend your knee, one foot away, place the right palm, left palm. With an exhalation, come up. Turn your spine, turn your stomach, all of you, more than the chest, keeping the lifted legs stable. Go back to Trikonasana. Inhale, come up. Take the right foot in. Turn the left foot out. Lift the tailbone up. Tuck in and up. Now with an exhalation, revolve the body. Take the right palm outside the left foot. Bending your left knee. Bring the right palm one foot forward. Then with an exhalation, stretch your leg. lifting the right, turn the spine. Revolve the abdominal organs, lower abdominal organs to the maximum towards the front. Keeping the lifted leg firm. Go back to Parivritta Trikonasana. Normal breathing. Inhale, come up. Take the foot in. Exhale. Go to the final pose. You go to the final pose. Now I will correct it. Parivritta Ardha Chandrasana. Now turn your chest. Good. And be strong from here. Good. All of you good. Now turn your chest. Be strong here. Slowly go back to Parivritta Trikonasana. Inhale, come on. Take your foot in. Jump. Now, let me correct the others. Now, when you do a Parivritta Ardha, this hand is very important. It should be there in line to the big toe. Then you have to turn your armpit. Lift up the armpit and grip. Actual balance is from here. Well done. Turn a little more here. A little more. Shoulder blade leg loose, and then from the inner shoulder blade lift up the body. Extend the lifted leg. Now when I say extend, the back leg is extended, the front leg moves towards your trunk. This is a circular action. So quadricep muscle moving towards your hip. That go back to Parivritta Trikonasana. Push the hip backwards and chest forward. Inhale, come up. Take your foot in. Exhale, feet together. In Parivritta Ardha Chandrasana, you should know the key points. So if you know those key points, you will not lose the balance. If you don't know these key points, you lose the balance and you find it difficult to hold the pose. So I'm showing you the key points. So when I'm doing the Ardha Chandrasana, when I'm taking the hand, this is the frame. If there is a slight looseness, the whole thing becomes very heavy and you cannot lift your leg. That's how it comes. So you have to be very active on this outer quadricep muscle and you have to grip it firmly and the leg has to be lifted from that area. Can you see that? Some people will go like that. Can you see now? They feel he is above like Aisha's. Because the quadricep muscle lost its grip. Now I grip it, quadricep muscle. Can you see the heel came down? Then this is another blade. This drop it. So you have to bring this knee bone almost inside in order to get the pose. You understand? Now similarly I show the front so that you know. Now, which you cannot see, at here it gets completely moving inwards. When we keep the hand, the muscle has gone up. Can you see that? And without knowing this, we just do like this. And we do not know what to do with this. Now, pressing the hand, I move the foot or the metatarsal from the little toe towards the big toe in order to suck the muscle near the bone. Can you see now? So here if you see, from here if you observe very carefully, they go all sucks in the skin. Quadricep muscle of the lifted one should be parallel to the ground. That is the secret. And here also you can observe. Now what we do sometimes, we just keep like this and do it. So this elbow also should be observed to run parallelly from the front to the back. Follow? Now you can see. Whenever we do Tadasana,